Enter?
Yes, you can enter. Oh shit.
Come inside.
Damn. Now we're dimension hopping. Wait a second. That's not the Roga realm.
Is it not?
Oh, maybe it is.
What kind of Voldemort are you?
Antanas?
That's not Antanas. Is it?
You don't know that. Harvey Two-Face?
That's without the second half. That's the Lord face, the Lord mask, but the actual face. I wanna go home.
Can I go back? Shines the lamp at the wall. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. No. This was a mistake.
Hmm. Eee. A lot of tentacles. Adyr the bereft exile.
Oh. So he's not gonna give us a choice after all?
Is he just waiting there?
So much for the choice, huh?
So my choices is or death. Really nothing here?
Why do you refuse to open your eyes to their manipulations? To millennia of shameful distortions of the truth? For eons, I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned my own children against me and waged a terrible war of needless slaughter. The judges and their crazed followers butchered those who remained loyal to me. And when I created the Rogar as a means to put an end to the madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts.
Is that a heartbeat?
In a world left blackened and corpse-choked by their crusade, the judges banished me to this barren realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, mankind set about ruling themselves, free from the divine oppression of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods, figures of worship, their real ambition all too clear. Yet an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing a triumph. How much blood has been spilled in their names since my banishment? Far more than was ever spilled in my name.
To be fair, he has a point.
Yeah.
And now, after all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believed they were capable of guiding themselves, but have been proven sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me, now more than ever.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
The heartbeat's getting faster.
And what of other beings who claim godhood? Where are they? What of Aureus and the abhorrent umbral creature? They are cowards, hiding in foresight and obfuscating shadow, deeming you unworthy of their presence, their communion. And yet, here I stand before you with true words and open arms. For I love all of my children, even the wayward ones. Listen to me. You must stop this before you allow yourself to condemn all of mankind for eternity. I am not your enemy, only what my own enemies fear. The loss of the dominion they have established for themselves in my absence. Cease your misguided violence. Now.
I feel like this is an insta-kill attack.
You are in the presence of a god-human. Your
Maybe.
god. I formed you from nothing and can just as easily destroy you. Yet you would dare defy my will.
I'm not doing anything!
The world in which you exist is my world, my home, and yet mankind, my own creation, exiled me from it. You have no idea what it is to suffer such a monstrous betrayal, or to endure the ages of torment which follow.
Hit me. Hit me!
Oh, look a little up. No, I meant a little up with the camera. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Is the party gonna start now?
Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness. Not just for your own hubris and treachery, but those of your entire deplorable kind. You are in the presence of a god-human. Your god.
I don't care.
Is he just gonna start from a new?
Yeah.
But those of your entire deplorable kind.
Okay. It's always nice when the character interrupts himself. So I guess we need to kill him before he ends his monologue?
We basically have to do what every D&D player wants to do. Shoot the fucking villain into the face while he has his monologue. I don't mind. It's just...
Yeah, I get it.
It's just... I want the monologue to end. Don't make it a game mechanic to disturb his monologue. I just want to listen what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean... He was talking for another 10 minutes, by the way, and I didn't get my strawberry yogurt. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get my
I
strawberry
mean,
yogurt.
they kept it true to the first game. Adyr likes to hear himself talking.
Yeah. By the way, cool design. Cool design.
Cool design. If that is all of the boss fight, quite boring.
Yeah, that's the negative point.
Because so far all I had to do was like...
Hit the minions,
Yeah.
and that would damage him.
Yeah.
I mean, look into the sky again, please. Because it is in that tower,
Yeah.
but we can't go there.
Eh. Do you want to look that up? If we can go there.
If we are able to do the final beacon because what would be the final boss if not Adyr? Or is it like we fight Adyr and then the game is over, and then we can check on the last beacon?
Maybe that's not... Is that a beacon? I don't know. Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
We yeah, we did what did we do? We looked something up.
I don't know if we can get to the beacon.
Yeah, because we wanted to see if we had to do that or if this is now the end. Apparently this is the end.
Because at least I have not found any way to get to the beacon. Maybe it's just there to signal, yeah, you have to be here.
Yeah.
By the way, I haven't explored a lot.
Why do you refuse to open your eyes to their manipulations? To millennia, the shameful distortions of the truth. For eons, I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges
the
turned
judges.
my own children
They're evil, we know.
and
Yada,
waged
yada.
a terrible war of needless slaughter.
The thing is above.
Oh. Because the other ones were
The
with them.
judges and their crazed followers butchered those who remained loyal to me. And when I created the Rogar as a means to put an
What are
end to the
these?
madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite
Wait, look at
their
that again.
best efforts.
Because all of these were on before. So
Oh.
In a world left blackened and corpse-choked by their crusade, the judges banished me to this barren realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile,
now look at that again.
mankind set about ruling themselves.
Yeah, for each you kill, there's
free
one
from the
flame
divine
on.
oppression of which they accused me.
Oh.
And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods, figures of worship, their real ambition all too clear. Yet an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing
Okay, then
that
it's
triumph.
it's the timer.
How
Yeah.
much blood has been spilled in their names since my banishment? Far more than was ever spilled in my name.
Oh.
And now, after all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believed they were capable of guiding themselves.
Where's the rest?
Sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me.
You know,
now more than ever.
full of enemies. Now they search for them.
And what of other beings who claim godhood? Where are they? What of Aureus and the abhorrent umbral creature?
This is
They are
somewhere.
cowards, hiding in foresight and obfuscating shadow,
There.
deeming you unworthy of their presence, their communion. And yet, here I stand before you with true words and open arms. For I love all of my children.
That's why you let those guys attack me.
Oh? What?
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces who regard you as nothing more than an instrument through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return.
He's dead?
I don't think so. And in the next game we're gonna fight Aureus.
Seriously?
Whoa,
Whoa.
what? Huh?
Huh?
Jürgen! Fallen. The light of the umbral lamp knows no satiation, consuming even a god. Aureus's will, done by his heresy-tainted champion, rewarded only with annihilation. With renewed influence, Aureus unleashes his radiance to purify those deemed transgress.
In light.
They fall. Transgressors. In light we walk. So let me get this straight. We did all of this
Yeah.
just for the lamp to be like,
No,
Poof.
not the lamp. Aureus.
wait, what?
Aureus killed us. That was the bright light. Now that Adyr is gone, Aureus had the power of the world for himself, and he didn't need us anymore. He didn't need the. He used us because we had the lamp.
Yeah.
It's the umbral lamp.
Yeah.
He doesn't want this power to be there. He needed us to defeat Adyr. And since we as the tool did our job, he discarded us.
Son of a goat. Fuck you!
That is so unsatisfying.
Yeah, that is a really unsatisfying ending. What could we have done different though? We didn't look up how to do the other ending.
I could see, like, since we cleansed all the beacons and we gave Aureus basically more power. Maybe something changes when you do not cleanse the beacons, because we had the choice to do that.
Yeah.
Do not cleanse the beacons, then go to Adyr. And maybe then we have the option to either kill him.
Yeah, and that would be
And-
the umbral ending.
That could be the umbral ending, or to join him to defeat Aureus.
Maybe.
But because when we defeat him, still Aureus would be there.
I tell you, in the next game we're gonna kill Aureus. And if that is not the boss I want it to be,
You know, in the first game,
I want revenge for Jürgen!
we had Adyr as this voice, and we couldn't defeat him. Now we have Aureus as this fucking light. We got annihilated by the sun, basically.
Big mouth.
Oh, here, the cast. Because I was wondering, is there Aureus? No. So Aureus does not have voice lines.
But wait,
Then I think Orius is not a boss.
in the next game, I mean.
Yeah, but I mean in this game.
Oh, okay. So
Damn good voices.
Harkin
Voice
in the
over
back
character
with
Harkin.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Hexworks. Nice one. Yeah, so... But are we thrown into New Game Plus now?
Oh, by the way, the beacons go like crazy.
Yeah, I already saw that.
Oh no, that's Orius attacking like everything. That's what the text said. It's cleansing the world of the unworthy. We basically started the rapture.
Yeah. Wait, the rapture?
Like the rapture when everything's getting killed, hell and heaven are fighting.
Is that called the rapture?
I think.
Okay.
But yeah, great game.
Great game. Unfortunately, we got because I would consider this the bad ending.
Yeah. Because nothing about this ending
Don't
is...
you mean Armageddon?
Armageddon is in general like the world-ending event. You want to look it up?
Yeah, I want to look that up because I never heard that before.
Well, no, but words you never heard about, huh?
I'm not saying I never heard the word rapture.
In that context, I mean.
I never heard the ending of the world because heaven and hell are fighting called the rapture.
Like when the Antichrist is born and Jesus comes down and with the bells and such. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Anyway, this game is great. I'm looking forward to playing it again. There are a couple things.
The war between heaven and hell is called Armageddon.
Is it?
An event described in scripture in John Milton's Paradise Lost.
Okay, then look at what is a rapture.
It's the name of the city in Bioshock.
Is it?
Yeah. What is the rapture in the Bible? A Christian belief that Jesus will come to catch up Christians, both living and dead, into the air to meet him in heaven. It's an end-time event that's part of a larger belief system called dispensational premillennialism.
Okay.
So the second coming of Christ.
Apparently. So this is Armageddon.
Yeah, but apparently you're right. Sorry, I just never heard about that.
Okay. Anyway, this game.
Yeah, it
Last thoughts.
it was a very good game. I liked it a lot. Unfortunately, I still have a lot of questions about the lore because we didn't get all the lore of the item descriptions because half of it could not be read because we
Yeah.
didn't have Inferno.
But at the same time, not to shit on Dark Souls or something, I feel like this was more understandable than Dark Souls. In some ways. Like, Dark Souls is like, yeah, this happened and also this happened, but at the same time this happened even though it's a different timeline. And here's like, it's
I
more
still
natural.
I still don't understand how it's a reboot, by the way. I'm sorry, but I still
think
don't
it's
understand.
more of a...
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel
Because
with
what
an
did it...
ending that never happened in the first game. And maybe people call it a reboot because it's a completely different game design.
I mean, that could be it, but that for me doesn't make a reboot. Because a reboot, at least, yeah, some stuff got retconned. Like, for example, that Harkin never gave up on the rune, or
Yeah.
that the judges are still around. Oh, lawyer.
Production babies.
Jim Charm. Production babies? Like puppies?
I could... Special things.
Bonjour,
Sorry, we
mama.
can't read that all, but we will.
The first thing was pour vous maman,
Yeah.
which I think is French and means for pour vous. For your mom? Sorry,
We will not be able to read that all because we don't speak the languages.
Yeah, but honestly, that's very interesting that it's in different languages.
Yeah.
Because there's Cyrillic, Spanish, English.
Maybe
Not German though.
Maybe not a single German person worked on this game.
Maybe. But are we now in... Oh, you unlocked a new class. You can now be Logan.
A Radiant Purifier.
Oh, hell no. But are we gonna get pushed into New Game Plus now or not? Start new journey, continue current journey.
I would say continue.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, the ending we cannot change anymore, but I would like to do one thing, because unfortunately we messed up one quest line that we could have done, but then we freaked it up. Can you go back to the... What? Why are you growling? What?
New game plus 1. Restart new game plus 0.
Also restart new game. So you start a new game?
Can I restart this game but with the difficulty of this playthrough? Because New Game Plus will be more difficult.
Yeah.
With the health of the enemies and such. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting addition.
Can you go back to the arena of the Light Reaper?
Yeah.
Would you do me that favor? Why are you growling? All those NPCs always moving from one end of the game to the other end of the game. Why are you growling? You want Cadus. I get it. I also want Cadus after that ending. It has been like a little over 30 minutes.
Because I don't know how to get from here to somewhere.
Okay. Umbral. No. Okay, you could have just gotten... You could have just activated Umbral.
Oh, that's what this is for. This is not that deep.
Umbral?
I don't think we can go back up here.
I think you might be right. Hello?
Somebody home?
This guy.
I don't like this guy. Oh shit, another guy. And another guy.
No! You can't get down there.
No, I can't. And I'm stuck.
Again?
And again. I'm stuck against the wall, and I Goblin Slayer myself against the wall I'm stuck against. And I'm gonna die.
Okay, we're back. Home. I think.
We couldn't find it because apparently we messed the quest line up.
We messed the quest line up
Because
completely.
we couldn't find the NPC, but we didn't search for the NPC.
We searched for the NPC.
No, before we've messed it up.
Yeah, because typical. Why would we go back to the beacon if we already cleansed it?
Yeah, maybe.
Good. On the other hand, why did we go back for the Light Reaper? Because we knew the Light Reaper would be there.
We had to kill the Light Reaper.
Had we?
Yeah.
Why?
That was the only way to... Because there was an umbral entity in front of the door from the Forgotten Guardian.
Right, so
we had to kill the Light Reaper.
Yeah, but we didn't have to go back to the beacon.
No.
Because
Unless the beacon was would have been the first, like, we wouldn't have done Upper Kalroth before we went there.
Yeah. And maybe that is why when we checked on those progression lines, people say do the Thief of Chill curse first.
Maybe. But we haven't checked all these stuff. Wait. Investigate the stigma left at the last known location of Adyr. Wait.
Be right back.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay. This is chaotic. What? Jürgen, close your eyes. This is not good for you.
Aureus' light.
This is not good for your eyeballs. Where are we going now?
To Adyr.
Is that the way?
Yep. I know my way around some soul slugs.
Shut the fuck up.
When you run the way on your own, it's like in Spyro. I had no idea where you were going.
Oh, but when I said yeah, you can go back there. No, you can't go there.
By the way, this would have been such an awesome design for
a final boss fight.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we would enter the realm of the Roga, talk to him, and if we tell him to no, we're not gonna do what you tell us, he would like take possession of the statue or something. Okay.
Do we have to enter the realm again?
But wouldn't that trigger the boss fight?
We can't enter the realm. Oh.
Stigma left. That's right. Technically, that is right.
I just want to be like here. Because it said left of where of the last known. Oh.
This? No, you can't. I don't get it.
Maybe here?
No.
Because that's the king.
That is, by the way, the only thing that I kinda not dislike, but the only thing that kinda makes me a little annoyed. What happened to them? Why did they become monsters?
The Roga?
No, them. The humans.
Oh.
Like the king.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know.
There's nothing here.
It's like when the game gives you an info, it's wrong.
Dead.
Is that supposed to be?
No, that's just a human.
Huh.
As you can see, I've been honing my skills as you instructed. And you were right. I feel my power growing every day. Soon, I swear, I will be ready.
Who was that?
I don't know. She still has 2 arms, so...
Maybe that voice, that was the prison sweetie.
So she started it all?
No, I think she will continue it.
Oh, you mean like
Because that wasn't there before.
what?
That memory.
Yeah, the memory, but that's the memory we got from to get Adyr's stuff.
Yeah, but maybe she did that after we killed the king.
Maybe.
Because technically, if you do her quests, she survives.
But then again, this would be there even if we do the quest, and even if we would kill her. I'm just saying.
So am I.
Now that we have the stuff from Adyr, check on everything. You wanna read?
You read it.
Okay. There came a day when the gifted warrior priest... We had that already.
Told you.
But we didn't have these. Judge Cleric's radiant sword. In her desire to vanquish Adyr, Azel found herself with two unlikely allies, a fierce warrior and a cunning rogue, each of them, like her, extraordinary in his own way. And so the three, who would later become known as the Judges, declared war against the god. Judge Cleric's spear, corrupted sword. Oh, the armor.
Don't you want to read that?
It's the same. It's not the same text. Oh, it's the same text as the remembrance.
Oh, okay.
Corrupted cleric's rep. So, like two armor sets.
Mm-hmm.
The normal and the corrupted
one.
Corrupted cleric's skirt, Briar Storm. Summon a number of lacerating radiant thorns. When an attempt was made on the cleric's life, the small group of Mornstead citizens accused of the crime were executed by the Hollowed Sentinels via the gradual constriction of enwrapping radiant thorns, a slow and agonizing death. Corrupted Banner Javelin. Pyroclastic Stone. Okay. Then the Light Reaper. Recognizing the threat represented by the Lampbearer mission, Adyr was able to obtain one of the umbral parasites and bind it to a Roga, creating the Light Reaper, a creature unaware of the suspicion and disgust with which he would always be regarded by his creator.
How nice!
So, the umbral parasite? Maybe that's why he was after the lamps?
Oh.
His sword, dagger. He had a spear? He had a shield? It is armor set. What's that?
That's when he
Send
goes
for-
into rage mode.
Send for a pair of flaming blades. Maybe the flame sword attack. Very few of it. That's the same text as the the key. Queen's head hammer.
That's disrespectful.
Heavy memento. It's a shield. Oh, the rest of the statue. Part of a broken stone statue fashioned into a crude but formidable shield. King Bramus inherited the throne of an already troubled kingdom, but nonetheless did his best to do right by his homeland, his people and the ones he loved. His efforts eventually cut short by a cruel sickness of the mind.
Okay.
Melted crown, infernal decree. And Adyr. Ultimately even a small crimson flame, ultimately even more so than his desire for vengeance upon those who had wronged him. Adyr wanted one simple thing: to go home.
Well, way to make us feel even worse about the ending game.
Adyr's vengeance and flame funnel.
Because we didn't feel bad about the ending anyway.
Yeah. And that's it for now.
Yeah, so great game. Nice little trap with cleansing the beacons. You said it from the very beginning that you have the option to not do it. I was blind to that. I said do it anyway. So I am a fool who would have been annihilated by Aureus.
I would say we did the ending that was meant to be the first ending when you play through the game.
Yeah, like when we said it's also meant that when you play Dark Souls for the first time, you get the ending where you...
Yeah, because the way to unlock...
The second ending
not unlock the second ending, but to unlock the NPC that could tell you about another ending.
Yeah.
And
sure, you have the choice to not do it in the end, but... does it happen the same way? If you stand in front of the bonfire and you're just like, no, then then the second ending triggers?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, then never
mind. You have to walk out of the arena.
And no, then you have to walk out. It's not just like, no, I'm not gonna do it, but you actually have to leave.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
And here is also like, we have to first have that ending, like, for the game design, I mean.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way of progression we have.
Yeah, and now we know it would have been enough to kill the bosses. I would say it would be very interesting to have a second playthrough. I'm honest.
Yeah.
We can do it in New Game Plus, or
I mean, we don't need to do it now.
Or do you want to go as a Dark Crusader?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, we have here the Dark Crusader set, basically.
We don't have to do it immediately.
No, but if you would like us to explore the other endings or the other ways
and the other quests didn't do, because we didn't do the stick quest, we messed up the quest of the prison sweetie.
I would say we look up what we have to do, but not what happens. Like maybe I can find a list of very short explanations. Do this, then this, then this.
Yeah, without spoiling too much. And we missed a couple bosses.
Yeah. Or if you have a list of things, then you could also write it in the comments and we could work our way through that. But for now, this is it with this game. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great game. Very disappointed because we did that at the end, but that's not the game's fault. It's still a good game.
But still, we are eager to
I'm
find
so
the other
angry right
endings.
now. I want to do the better ending. We don't have to do it immediately, but I want to do it soon.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that one memory with the ladder.
Yeah.
Curses! Lots and lots of curses!
This game was very cursed. But an amazing game needs to have an amazing curse, I guess. We hope you had fun.
We definitely did, and we will see you at the next catastrophe.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye!